I read it, and by the end I was crying, and I'm very rarely sort of moved to tears when you're reading a script, and I found that the characters just sort of got under your skin without you realizing. I think it's intriguing, and I think the story is intriguing, and I think the characters are intriguing, and I think it's not your classic love story or your classic war film. Well, first of all, these two people fall in love by reading each other's letters, which is, so reading is at the heart of this film in such a profound way. And Juliet talks about when she lost her parents, it was a world of books where she made her home. They saved her. And I know that when you read a book, you can you escape your life, and I think that's a kind of a comfort and a refuge that a lot of people use, and why a lot of people love reading. And so I think the book really calls on that. I think when you find Juliet at the start of the film, she's in conflict, and part of her wants to move on and carry on, but the war is the story of all their lives, and I think she feels this great guilt at having survived and at having, with everything they've lost. And I think she sees this new world a bit like a carnival, and she's unsure about how she feels about that, and she's sort of in this relationship with this madly kind of charismatic, wonderful man, and I think she's a bit like a chameleon. She's playing the part of a lover, a bit like because she's a writer and she understands characters. I think she's playing the character of a lover and the character of an author and all these things, but she's not actually happy or grounded or being true to herself. And while she can write about Anne Bronte and is so sort of intelligent, I think she is not living to her potential in a way that she intellectually understands but isn't emotionally engaging with her life. He's such a generous director, and he's so brilliant for actors. He really allows you the space to keep going and try it again, and like the sky is the limit with regards to like the choices you want to make. And I think because he has done such amazing romantic comedies, he understands the humor in this in a way that is really important, because it comes alive, I think, this story, when it's funny. I think it's so wonderfully kind of romantic to think that you actually sit down and you write a letter, and the time it takes, and you post it, and you know that the person has to wait to receive it. There's such a kind of a lovely romance to it. I wish that it was more normal. I mean, I'm a big but sort of thank you note writer, and so I write cards quite a lot, but I've got horrible handwriting as well, because it's not something we really practice anymore.
ロンドンに暮らす作家のジュリエットに届いた手紙。
Dear Miss Ashton, my name is Dorsey Adams. I live on the island of Guernsey.
I am part of a book club, the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Our Friday night book club became a refuge to us.
As bad as it was for us, these people had to actually live with their enemy. Finally, I'll have something serious to write. Good evening.
So happy to make your acquaintance.
Hello.
Your society's founder, Elizabeth McKenna.
You won't be meeting her.
I'd like very much to write about you.
No. Thank you all the same.
There's more to that story than they like to let on.
What happened? It's not my story to tell.
I've seen things I never thought could happen.
For a few hours, she brought us together and helped us forget the occupation, German, everything we had lost, and to remember our humanity.
Elizabeth, for better or worse, couldn't help but follow her heart.
Though I did not get to meet her myself, I feel keenly how her life has changed the arc of my own forever.
ページをめくると人生を輝かせる出会いが待っている。
And hope that if books do have the power to bring people together, this one may work its magic.
ガーンジー島の読書会の秘密。